4 years. That's how it is. Always startups are more, you will learn a lot from startup. And then I have to take a hard decision because it's not proceeding as I thought. So then I joined the Tata Consultancy Service in emerging area incubation team. So it's again entrepreneurship, but it's like in-house entrepreneurship, like how we call it in big corporates. So we decided to set up an entrepreneurship house where people will build assets and technological capabilities to the team so that they'll be able to help the customers in latest technology. So we focused on cloud and analytics as that was a base. We thought everything will be built on top of them, even artificial intelligence, Internet of Things. We thought all that needs a base, and that base is what we thought is cloud. So our guests were right, and that I'm talking about this. We started in 2013, 14 time. That's the time I was talking about. I joined the team when the team is 1 year old. So it was started and they were building the assets. That's when I joined the team and helped them to grow. And once we have enough assets and skill sets, then we decided to go to customers and help them. So we started taking requests for information, requests for proposal. This is how we bid for a project and win projects for the customer. So when we get a project, then we will deliver it. We will help them to deliver it. So it's like initially more of consulting, and then a bit of delivery also came into picture, where we went to client side, traveling to different places where the client works. And as part of work, I had to travel to maybe Malaysia, South Africa, and now in Scotland and England. So these different countries we went and helped the people and the clients to with their cloud journey. And so it's like from where I started and where I am now, it's completely different. The one thing common across all this I see is technology. So don't think if you're from mechanical, so it's not related to technology, but technology is everywhere. Even IoT, if you take, it is going to become it's already there. So IoT and AI is there in every cars manufactured in the world now. So they have that in mind, and so you cannot separate technology from any aspects of engineering. So now it's like part of all engineering. It's like a base. You take a specialization, but you need to know like a maths or physics. You need to know now computer, how you need to use technology to enable our products. So that said, that's about me. So that's what I have done in career-wise. And other than that, I was part of Youth Red Cross in college, and Arts Club also. I was part of Arts Club also. And in IIM, I was part of Prayas initiative, which is again helping economically challenged people with how we can get their children to school, enroll them in school, and how to utilize the mandatory education quota in each school for people from underprivileged, economically backward homes. So we get them enrolled in even private schools in Ahmedabad, and that's what my social activities in IME. And then after joining TCS, I was doing CSR initiatives during my weekend time. And yeah, that's all about me. So I want each one of you to ask questions, if whatever you have in your mind about your career plan and how you want to, what are the doubts you have, basically how you want to plan your career. There's no right or wrong. So you have to choose your path, and you need to follow your path. We'll open to questions. So it was a very quiet session, so all of you are in mute. So Sam, do I need to unmute them, or they can ask questions on their own?
Yeah, they can ask questions on their own. I think,
Okay.
uh, guys, you can unmute yourself and you can ask.
Yeah. Or Sam, if you want me to cover anything in particular, you can also raise me a question. I will try to
Sir,
address that.
sir, I'm
Yeah.
Sachin, mechanical department.
Hi, Sachin. Hello.
Hi, sir. Sir, the condition of mechanical placements in your period, like when you were getting placed, and the condition now is different, totally different. Like
Okay.
uh, the placements are reduced for what I say is the requirements for mechanical engineer has become less now.
Okay.
I feel like what do you think about that, sir?
Okay. It's a good question. So when you say reduced, so what, like the skill sets? Say basically it's what companies started to doing is they don't even need a engineering graduate. Is what companies are. That is the direction they are going. They're saying I need skill sets. I don't want engineers or MEs or MBAs. What I need is skill sets. So what skill sets you can deliver. So irrespective of whichever department we are, companies are now focusing more on skills. Even TCS has opened up where anyone from any college can take the challenge in their website, career website, and they can, if they get cleared in that ninja challenges, they'll get an offer. So it's overall the industry everywhere. It is now going towards what skills I am hiring, then what degrees or what is the qualification. So engineering is where it's a planned way of teaching different subjects to a student, but as an individual, it's our responsibility to add the skill sets also, which the company is expecting. So have maybe that's what I'm thinking. So if you have, did I answer your question or
Yes,
do
sir.
you want?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
you did. But the education system, like I think, education system should have also changed. Like should have also evolved to their to their level, to the level which is needed. Like I feel like system, like the college should have also evolved. Like they should have included Internet of Things or whatever it needed by the company. Am I correct, sir?
Yeah, college will provide the support, Rajit. So see how many projects you have individually taken, how many staffs you have reached out for doing a paper presentation, like we did in nanotechnology. So that time there was no subject in the college which covered nanotechnology, or another paper was in rocket fuel design. So these are all interest we took, and we approached the professor Koshi Matthews. He was that time he was a professor, and he helped us to do our paper presentation in different colleges. So nanotechnology was not part of our subject. So when we started talking about this subject, and other professors also reached out to us saying why you have not came to us. So they also started giving valuable information, especially on material science side. So he was really a good expert in different materiology. So we realized that is when it's our shortage in not reaching out to different professors. So nothing is stopping us from taking initiatives and reaching out to professors. That's what I learned. So maybe if you guys can start interacting with professors and get their time, we need to chase them and get their time to do the additional skill buildings. See, curriculum will follow certain patterns to incorporate the basic things, like in every subject the basic we should know. That's what engineering and the college is focusing. The latest technology, even I heard CIT, we are trying to set up a to teach how people to ethical hacking. The plan is also in place to build these capabilities, and the college is planning on it. And we have the college will enable you. It's up to us to use and utilize the different professors' time and explore in a particular area. So the specialization skill sets will come. It's more, I will say, the responsibility of a student to take the initiative. Yes, there is a part of the college where the college will help you, and the college have a bigger agenda to bring everyone to a particular level. From that level to expel or build the expertise in a particular skill sets, I will say it's more a function of students' initiatives. The college need to support. There's no doubt in that, but the more initiative is the 80% from the student if they want to build expertise in a particular area. So, Sajin, hope I answered.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, this is Jay from Mechanical Engineering, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, actually, my question was like, what do you wish to what to say like a mechanical engineering student should have knowledge on CS side, sir, like to on software based.
Yeah. Yes. Good question. So now that that's the isolation of engineering. Say this all, it's very good in college. I'm a proud mechano. So that's how we were when we were studying. But once you hit the ground, when the wheel touches the surface, when the road, you need everything. It's like if you see, there are more microprocessor chips in a car than you ever imagine. It's all sending signals. It's all interconnected. It's not how when we did our automation or about automobiles, we studied more about mechanical components. But in when you go to reality, it was more about microprocessors and how the base was there with all the car manufacturers. So the next level, they are all trying to differentiate themselves with the introduction of technology. They are all sending all their data, whatever the microprocessor gathered, to the cloud technology and using that. And even they have IoT chips to control some of the functions in the car. So that isolation is gone now. So everyone need to know, even the MBA graduates. So the people who are graduating from IIMs, or they are trying to learn scripting also, to see how much effective it can help them in their work. Visual Basic, they teach Visual Basic. You will not trust me, they will teach Excel, how to use Visual Basic in IIM. So that's again scripting, to see how effectively we can do, which can help us in delivering our job. So there is no isolation now. So when you study in college, maybe it's like we are getting some base in a particular engineering field, but when you go to industry, it will help you. When you know different things, your perspectives will improve. You'll see how I can utilize the technology to differentiate my product. When you come at that stage, you will know, then you will see it will be mix of electrical engineering, it will be electronics will be involved, there will be a computer science factor also. So it all combines together, then only we are going to deliver a good product which a customer will like. So you see you yourself as a consumer. When you go and buy a car, what are the features now you look at? Is it having a auto parking? How much it can help in parking? Is it having a dashboard camera? So how is the audio system inside the car? So the basic aspects like the design or the engines, the power, that's all now built everywhere across all the automobiles. So now as a consumer, we started to look at the comfort feature. Why I need to check the oil condition? Why not it can automatically send me a message and ask me to take to workshop where I can replace the oil. So that comfortness, everything comes into picture when we keep on evolving our products. So when you think in that range, you need to have technology as part of your uh, all the products. So that automation comes into all aspects of our life. Even with it Alexa, or it's just a speaker, but it's as a AI speaker, they are selling it like it's in every home now. So don't think only about the product. Now think as a consumer, then you will realize why you need to know technology, which is like a part of our in every product, I will say. If there is no technology in the product, then it's counting its days. So, hope I answered your question, Jay. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And Sai Charan has asked, what are the skill sets that you think which are mandatory for us now?
okay. There is see, mandatory skill sets is how we can add value to a company. You think from that perspective. So if I'm going to offer you a job, what are the value I'm going to get from them? So now there are still companies which hire engineers, they groom them, they have big training facilities to help them build the skills which are needed for them. So now there are certain companies like that. That's how most of the companies when we joined. So now the companies also evolved. Why I need to focus on building even the basic skill set. So you think from that perspective. So you develop the basic one, you build expertise, you try to get the hands-on experience from company. So for example, now as a mechanical engineer, like what are the design softwares you maybe in our college they help us with AutoCAD or ProE. So that is one technology factor for designing. So like that, what are the other things? How good you are in microprocessor? Even though I'm not sure what is the coverage we give for microprocessor in now current college curriculum, but think about that. And don't think I'm mechanical, I don't need to know about computer programming or coding. So think about so what are the latest technology. So cloud, what is cloud, what it is used for. It's like a where they are storing. It's just a platform, just there. It's like a shared platform where people are using sharing their servers and keeping their data. Whatever you generate so much of data from the car automation, so you need a place to keep it and analyze. If you're talking like that for a car, think about an aeroplane. It has n number of microprocessors which are keep on sending data to the cloud. So once you have that data, what you do with that data. So if you think about data, then you need to think about analytics. So you learn something about how people are building the AI models nowadays. So for if you say then AI is another technological area. So for that, I need some basic scripting, means you need to know Python coding. So like this, so you see from the which area you like to work on. So if you want to go to join a number one car manufacturer, what are the things needed for a car manufacturer? If you want to think about, I want to start a new venture, I want to do build a product from even it start a small product. Then you think, what are the skill sets I need for them? Do I need this many CNC machines? How many where I can set up my company, where I can do my, what are the support I get? So think from your perspective which area you want to go. If you want to join a company which is looking for skill sets, then you need to incorporate your skill sets like uh, how many designing softwares I know, how good I am at that designing softwares. If you're thinking about a career more in a different sector, you can think about what are the technologies used by that sector. So you focus on those technologies in addition to what you get from the college. So that way it will really help. And the base is what the college is going to provide. You need to build the expertise and skill sets which you need. So it's all up to the individuals. See, if you give you what is your aspiration, I can maybe tell what I know about that area. But on a general way, this is how I will say. So now the latest trends are like artificial intelligence is everywhere. You need to incorporate it in whatever product you have. It has to be smart product. And analytics is for analyzing the data and to improving the design. So even it be a crash test or it be a efficiency of your engine, everything will come as a data you need to analyze. So analytics comes there. Cloud is just a platform to enable all these technologies. So at least you need to know base of all this, and building expertise, I will leave it to you. Whichever area you want to go in, you learn that. But have the base, at least you need to have understanding of all these bases.
And Sabari, we have our one more faculty advisor, Mr. Karthikeyan sir, with us.
Yeah.
So,
Hi Karthik.
sir, maybe you can say hi. And Cyrus, thank you for responding to our first program this academic year.
It's a pleasure for me actually.
Hi, Sabri.
Yeah, hi Karthik. Hi
So
Karthik
this
sir.
is Karthikeyan, and I am here in CIT for past 6 years.
Okay.
And first of all, wish you happy New Year.
Yeah,
Uh,
same to you, sir.
and I think being a holiday this moment, most of the students have responded for your wonderful session. I'm very happy to see all the students, and also I want to thank you for your highly response that you have accepted our request, and you have given a wonderful session is going on now. And I think this is the first session in this new year, and that is going to be the one which is going to make our students to get more ideas on what they are going to plan in their near future. So I think you are giving more information regarding that aspect, and I'm very happy you are here for the students. Thank you once again for your help in this regard, sir.
So thanks Karthik sir. So always happy to share my experience with my alma mater. Hope the students finds it helpful and take some good insights from this session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Please go ahead, sir. You could just carry
Yeah,
on.
sure. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sam Solomon, sir, for the opportunity given for me.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, there are some questions in the chat. Okay, what is the skill sets? I think, yeah, we may need to Sai Charan. Maybe, yeah, if you have anything more, you please raise at this point. And how is mechanical engineering in UK? How is it different from India? Okay, UK is a very peculiar country. I think now they don't have a manufacturing facility for a car, I think. Everything, most of them are from Europe. German is the, I think the first, I guess. They are the one who's doing a lot of manufacturing with respect to car. And other aspects of, if we talk about drilling, there are some of our alumns who went into oil drilling and that aspect of mechanical engineering. So there are some oil fields near north of UK where there are many mechanical engineers are working there to help the oil fields running. And other than that, manufacturing is very low in UK. It's a more service-based economy. They are like a very leading player in financial services in Europe. So London is one of the key trading centers. So they are focusing more on service. And what are the other mechanical aspects? There are microprocessor. Again, I will say you may think it as electronics, but yeah, that also the designing part heavily UK is involved. So in many products, I see it designed in UK and manufactured in China. So I still feel a lot of design for different products are coming from UK. They are very good in designing the aspects and making it more economical, and they are very good in creating a brand and selling it to customer. And what other aspects? Um, I think, yeah, latest technology, drones, I don't think they are doing. They are importing from US, and they're thinking about importing the cheaper version from Turkey also. So maybe the design level they are involved, but manufacturing very less in UK. Only a few manufacturing plants, not many, I will say. Automobile, I will say, I think totally they're depending on Europe for cars, and very less home bases for mechanical or car manufacturing facilities. And you will not find not many scooters or bikes here, so that is totally not a big market here. Most of them prefer a car over bikes, maybe due to the weather conditions, like it will be very cold during winters and very windy also. Sometimes it will be really difficult to use a bike with ease here. And yeah, so how it is different from India? India still we have a lot of manufacturing facilities which you will not find very common here in UK, and that is a big difference. It's more service based than in India. At least we have a lot of bases, a lot of manufacturing plants, but here it's more designing and very less on manufacturing, I will say. And what other questions? Yeah. So, Jay, you have anything in specific, any particular area you want to ask, or did I answer your question? I think maybe he's on mute.
I think he has asked one more question at the end, Jay Bharat.
Okay.
Can mechanical engineers do robots for surgery, and can they work with doctors?
Yeah, good robotics. Yeah. Yeah, this I'm not sure where IIT Madras, I think, right? They have a robot. It's a well known for this robot competition where the college students from different colleges build their own robots and take them to compete with other robots. So I think if it is an area of your interest, I will ask you to participate in these competitions. And helping with surgery. Yeah, I studied one course called hospital management in IIM. It's there. It's more about precision and how to assist the doctors. I don't have much expertise other than that to say that robots are used. You'll not believe how automated a hospital is nowadays. It's like if blood sampling from everything is taken in one area means it will be available in another area, another department, and they will utilize that while they are doing the operation on a particular patients. So they are all interconnected with the data handlings and also the particular record of a person. And robots are mainly, if you talk about surgery, I am not sure still how precise robot can help and how effectively they are utilizing it in surgeries. I've heard robots are used in maybe assisting tasks, but not in doing surgery. So, but it's a good challenging area, but you need to, there is no precision for, there's no scope for error in when you're dealing with the lives of other people. So, as far as I know, maybe as an assistant and maybe not as the main person who's doing the operation. That's my understanding of robots in surgery. There may be cases where they are using extensively, but there are use of technology in other areas of hospitals, like how to predict who will going to get, who is at the risk of getting a particular cancer. So in Western world, it's like more, they're worried about cancer and prevention of particular disease. So in that aspects, technology used heavily. They are analyzing the gene sequence and to come up with, to see who is at a higher risk. And also for now, even if you talk about COVID, they are using technology to identify which medicine will work, which this all simulated events in a computer before they go and hit a particular solution. So I say there is more technology used, and robots in surgery, I'm not much sure how much effectively they are utilizing on that. Sorry, I cannot give more information on that area. Okay, next question is, what do you think about skills or courses we have to do side by for getting best packages? Yeah, that's how. Yeah, I had these thoughts. So you don't think about packages. So it's like it should come with what you do at your best. So the person who will be the richest will be the one who does business. You all of you should understand that point. So even if you're thinking about joining a company, so you will be limited. You need to do you need to have the skill sets. You need to grow the skill sets which a company wants. But if you're thinking about packages and if you want to be the best, you start thinking about your own venture and your own company. Start small and you can go in the next level. But yeah, and best package. I heard it's about how good you are at a particular area. Even a UX developer are nowadays getting a better salary than a graduate from IIM. So it's not about which college. Now that college is now it gives you some connections, but to get it or do it very well in your career, it's more about what are the expertise you build. So yeah, I've seen a UX designer who is getting more salary than a IIM graduate. I've seen people who are working in artificial intelligence who are getting very good salary. So you forget about salary for now. I will say if you start chasing like that, what you will end up is like you'll need to do things which you don't like. So it's one thing everyone will say. When you listen to any speakers, uh, follow your dreams, do what you like. It's a simple words. It's repeated by many people, but just think about it. So start thinking about what I like to do, how I like to help different people, or what is your interest in life. When you have that in your hand, then you'll start building that expertise needed to achieve that goal. So think in that direction. See what area you like to build your expertise and try to build that skill sets instead of focusing on the end result, like how much benefits I'm going to get. Benefits are in a different, it's a different perspective. Financial is just one angle to benefits. So there are other things which will make you happy, like helping different people, like a teacher. Their satisfaction comes when they see their students prosper in their career. And there are other aspects like how good you feel when you do something, how good your product is used in the some people will get their satisfaction when their product is used by wider number of people and it is helping them in their life. So that aspect, so these are all different aspects. So don't just think about financial aspect, think about other aspects also in your career, so that will give you the more peaceful career and a personal life. You'll start looking for a balance in your life between your career and your personal life. So have that in mind and build your skill sets rather than focusing on financial gains. Okay, improve our skill sets. Yeah. One, I will maybe I will throw some lights on what I did. I started doing industrial training. In my second year itself, I started going to industrial training. That is one way to get a view on how the different companies are. I even went to a small scale lathe where they manufacture pipes, which they export to Middle East. So that is a big market in Coimbatore, especially. They are manufacturing a lot of drill pipes and related stuffs to Middle Eastern market. So get to the ground. So one more you interact with real companies, what products they do, the better your perspectives will be. And then I went to TVS in Madurai. It's like a TVS brakes. They are specialized in making brakes. How the manufacturing facility works, and it gave me a good idea on how important is chemical engineering to mechanical engineering. So it's all like you cannot separate. In a brake, the key things are what are the materials you use to manufacture that brake pads. So the more I spent time in there, the more I learned about chemical engineering rather than mechanical engineering when I went to that TVS brake linings company in Madurai. And then I did paper presentation. So these are the areas I focused on, are like nanotechnology. It was my nano robots was my very much interested area. So we thought how good they are in utilization perspective, how 3D printing can help. These are the areas I explored in paper presentations, and I went to different colleges to present paper on these topics. So that way I built some skill sets in latest, that time, what are I call this latest technologies. And this is another, and what other things. So internship, I'm not sure how we do internships. Internship is another aspect, like in maybe other colleges, they are using that aspect also. So where you go and work as an employee, not just as a trainee, where to go and observe things. It's like a more, you will have some responsibilities also to do. So that aspects also we can see. These are the things you need to do in your college days to help you to see how you want to plan your career in your final years in college, and to launch the career. Yeah, and main thing is interacting with professors and lecturers. So each of your professors will have a specialization area. So you try to understand which area you like by going to different industries and doing paper presentation, and you interact more with that professor. If you are interested in designing, you get hold of that designer. You need to get their time. You need to reach out to them to see what other things you can do in that area. So uh, go and interact and utilize the time you have at college. Once you come out of college, when you join a firm or you start your company, you will be having so many things to do, especially when you start a company or when you join a company, your skill sets will be focusing more on what the company needs and how you can add value to the company. So to develop yourself, the college is the best platform where you can learn what you like and build what are the skill sets you want to you think youth is needed you like. So even though if you think it's not if immediately used in your career, but focus on what you like and what you want to build in your college days. That's the best time. The 4 years, the times and opportunity you will get, you will never get after that in your career. It's a very good time to focus on what you like and what are the areas you can build skill sets, specific skill sets. That's what I will say to build in your college days. I went to there was I missed that point about training institute we had in Coimbatore, where we went to learn Pro E. So we had only AutoCAD at that time as part of our curriculum. So we thought of learning other designing softwares. So many from our batch went to that training institute to learn additional designing softwares. And what other things I went, and also language. So don't focus just on the technical aspects. When you cross a particular level in your career, when you need to start interacting with different peoples, different stakeholders, it's more about how good you are in interacting with different people. So your social skills and your communication skills are very key to grow in your any organization. So I will advise you to focus in that aspects also, in addition to the technical aspects. So see how you can improve your communication, spoken, written. These two areas we need to focus on. Especially, I felt I'm really not very good in written communication. We rarely write. We read. We answer questions. How many times we have did a blog in our college days? How many in a paper presentation are all technically focused. So we never focused on writing a report and analyzing options. So many students who graduated from MBA schools, they'll say this written knowledge, whatever I gained, how to improve my writing skills. That's what helped me a lot in my career. So when you need to write, it starts with even a basic email. So how good I can write an email, how I need to think about the other person who is reading the email. So these are the skills also you need to focus on. These are the very much needed essential skills when you go to a career, when you go to start a career, or you are in your own firm. So how you interact with a government official, how you interact with your peers, how you interact with the people who reports to you, how you interact with your managers. So those communication skills and social skills also very important things. So I will ask you to focus on those skills in additional to technical skills. Hope I answered that question. Okay.
Good afternoon,
Yeah,
sir. It is Sachin from Mechanical Engineering.
yeah,
Wish you Happy New Year.
yeah, thanks again. Wish you all Happy New Year. Yeah,
Sir,
yes.
in your college days, which type of technologies were developed? How you could use the technologies to develop your knowledge? Can you find any difference between technologies developed in your college days and nowadays?
Okay. Okay, so I can talk only about I was not very much in touch with what is the current curriculum. maybe I will ask help from Karthik or Sam. So, but in my days, I can talk about what support we had, how it helped us. So, in my days, they were designing labs. So, where we were given lessons on how we can develop code for a CNC machine. When you give that code, the machine will build the product. So that code development and simulations, we had labs for that, and we had labs for AutoCAD and what other things. And we had access to computer labs where we can search, browse, and prepare contents for our paper presentation, or to prepare for to know more about different companies and their products. And what other aspects we had? See, electrical labs or chemical labs which are focused in electrical lab. I remember we were helped to do microprocessor coding. It's in second year, I guess. So there we are helped in that aspect. So it's still microprocessor coding is the bread and butter for many automations in automobile industries. They're just gathering all that data, and manipulating and understanding those data, but still microprocessor coding is the base there. And what other technologies? So that it's basically the base was provided in the college. As I mentioned earlier, also the agenda of college is much wider, to bring all the students to particular level. That's how I saw what I get from the college. And other than that, I focused on outside the college, how I can, what are the other skill sets I can build. Especially I focused on robotics, nanotechnology, 3D printing. These were the areas I was focusing. I was not focusing more than that, I guess. Yeah, designing softwares. Maybe Sam or Karthik can advise what are the other facilities the college is providing. I think they are the better person to inform you guys what are the other things which are currently available.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, Karthik, go ahead.
Sir, actually, my doubt is that what do you see as the primary difference between you as CATN and other college mates? Like, you may have your schoolmates studied in other colleges, and you have studied here. What do you see the primary difference between you and other mates? Like, there is a difference in syllabus and difference in time patterns, everything. So, what do you consider?
Okay. See, in what I see in different in CIT is like the classmates. Everybody will be very competitive. Each of them will help me to learn a lot, to compete with them in studies or for any placement. So even once you out of the college, the people who competed with you will all be your friends, who are in different companies, will help you to gain more perspective in the industries. So that network is very strong for CIT. You can find CITians across industries. In my batch in IAM also, there were 3 CITians. Both of them are my juniors, but we are all the same class in IAM. So that's the level of alum network you have. CIT alums are everywhere. So you just need to know who to reach out to. That is one big advantage you get when you are part of CIT. And other thing, from personal level, I will say people who study in CIT are very good in social skills. That's one thing I found in CIT alums. So you get more chance to interact with different students. There were at least in my time, there were not much restrictions, and there was a lot of freedom given to students to explore. And the curriculum pressure was not like, it's up to the students to take up the challenges or to excel in their studies. But what CIT will do is they will give you they will enable you, and they will try to they will ask you to shape your own thoughts, your own expertise, your own. That's when you develop your original personality. That's what is needed in the real life also. You need to have your own self, your own skill sets. That's I see a big thing what CIT incorporated in me. It helped me to shape myself. It gave me time. It supported me. It was there whenever I needed support. The professors were all very helpful. Whenever I reach out to them, they guided me to present in different forums. Even they helped me to participate in international conferences. All I had to do was reach out to different professors to participate in that event. So that's the main thing I will say. What you get as a difference.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Do we do PG in India or abroad, which is effective? Okay. See, when you talk about postgraduate, you need to see whether you want to go in a technical expertise area or general management expertise. So you need to see in that angle. And another angle is whether you want to work in India or you want to explore different markets across the world. So if you want to explore other markets, doing a postgraduate in the market which you want to explore is the better option. But there is always a catch. When you are in India, when you do things in India, at least you will be treated, you are part of the economy. But when you go to other markets, you are still, you need to build your social circle there, and which is more difficult than your technical skill sets or building expertise technology wise. So keep that also in mind when you try to explore for career in other markets other than India. But yeah, each has its own advantage. If you want to become a big succeed in a big level in your particular industry or any services, you can explore in India also. I've seen many of my friends, they are in good positions in Indian companies. That is the advantage you get when you do your college and you join in India. But when you go to abroad, the biggest miss will be your social network and how many people you can reach out to in different markets. So there is always that underlying current of person-to-person connection. So the cultural difference will come into picture. So in Malaysia, what I found was when I spoke out in a meeting, everyone looked at me like, who is this person who is breaking the hierarchy? I was seen as very ill-informed in that meeting because I spoke out of turn and I interrupted during a presentation to correct the presenter. Even though the purpose is to help everyone to understand the concept better, but that was seen as a very uninformed way to discuss. At the same thing, when I moved to West in UK, for example, if I keep quiet in the meeting, they think I'm not very much, I don't have much of knowledge in the area. That's why I'm quiet. In UK, you need to interrupt, you need to participate in meetings, you need to speak out, you need to question irrespective of whoever is stating the fact. So those are the aspects will be seen as that will help you to establish your expertise in a particular area. So those cultural differences you need to understand when you try to explore your postgraduate in other markets. So have that in mind. But there's no which is better, like India or abroad. So it's about what suits you. So your personal challenges, how attached or how much support you like from your family, how often you like to meet them, spend time with them. With COVID now, it's like it's gone. Everything is gone for a toss. People are not able to meet their families. There's a huge risk. Everybody, there are different strains in different parts of the world. So if they travel, they are putting their tiered ones at risk. So keep everything in mind. Don't just think about career in particular market. Yeah, just think about all the aspects, both personal and also professional, before taking a call on your postgraduate. Okay, mechanical engineer is adapted for microprocessing. So it's a good question. So mechanical engineering, what see, if you see your curriculum, the first year they gave ideas about even maths, physics, chemistry, everything we studied. So you will think why we need all this. We need to focus on more mechanical engineering, but all these aspects you need them when you come to work in a company. The second year you have electrical labs, electronics labs. So these are the things which will just give you the starting skills. So when you join even a Robert Bosch company as in a mechanical role, there people will be doing more, dealing with more of microprocessors, and they will be doing a lot of crash tests and designing things. So when you go join a company, you need to have the base. When you have the base for microprocessing coding in your college, you'll be able to build on that when you join a company. It's up to your interest. If you like, you will learn more on that area and excel. But the college will just give you the base. That is what you need when you get in college. So college is equipping each one of us some skill set, some level of skills in different areas. So when you utilize each area, and then you can explore, when you depends on your personal choices and the company you join, you can excel. If you want to go ahead in microprocessor coding, you need to excel in that area. You build additional skills in that area, but never think that I'm a mechanical engineer, I will not think about microprocessor or chemical engineering or computer science coding. So don't segregate. So this all segregation is good. Maybe when we join college to have inter-department rivalry, but once you come out of that stage and join a company, you need to know different perspectives to even grow inside the company. So end product, have that end product in mind and think from that perspective. Hope I answered you, Vasant.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you explain your study methods? I mean, how did you study in your college days? Did you put any schedule in your college reading days?
Oh, tough question. So first year, no, I will be a bit generic so that I don't get any. Okay. There was not, in the first year, that was not much planned for me. I was more focused on the curriculum, what is taught in this college. I stick to the subjects, and it's more about that's a new experience when you come from school to college. It's like open, everything you need to do on your own. Books, purchasing even the books, which books to purchase, and everything is up to you. We used to go to Ukadam to buy books and all, and to see. So there was not much other than subjects in the first year, but the moment I went to the second year, I started to think about other than curriculum, what are the additional things I can focus on. And I even focused on my language skills. I prepared for GRE, but that helped me to improve at least to some level my vocabularies and some level of English. That helped me to improve. So that aspect started in even second year, and also I started to focus on logical reasoning. So it's like those things. It was helpful in even for your placements, and also it helped me in during CAT. So all these aspects started to come in the second year. In additional to the technical skills, I brought in the soft skills of language, and also I went to the course conducted by training institutes outside our college for learning different softwares. So those things started in second year. Then I thought, okay, now my area of understanding is I'm getting to know different areas. What about the practical aspects? So I started going for trainings, industrial trainings during my semester holidays. So that gave me some practical perspectives in addition to curriculum, extracurricular. Now the practical aspect came into picture. So that is when it opened up my mind to see different engineering, to gain more knowledge from other engineering aspects also. And computer programming, during school days I did, and after that I started again some part of programming in my third year, I guess. So I started to learn something more on how I can do more programmings also. And in final year, I will say, final year I was focused more on once after job offers are done. I was thinking a little bit about higher studies. So I gave CAT, GRE, many exams. I enrolled. That's the best time to see what are the different options available, and you take the basic exam, prelim exams to get you that way. At least if you want to continue really after your final year, you start from third year. That way, in the third year, when you try, you will get to know where you miss, and you get some time to after college you can go pursue that direction immediately after college. But if you want to have some experience and then go, then it is fine to start in final year, like how I have done. That gave me some experience before I went into higher studies. So that is how what I did during my 4 years. I hope I addressed your question. So if anything specific, please let me know.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Thank you. Okay. It's a very quiet session. So
I think Vasan has also asked, as a mechanical engineer, how to shine in nanotechnology.
Nanotechnology, okay. Okay. How to shine. So, focus on that specialization. So next you can see how you can explore further in that area. See which courses, which college offering specialized. So after completing your B, you think about how I can build more expertise in nanotechnology. You see, if you start going to a job after your BE, you need to see which company is focusing on that technology. And if you join that company, there is a chance that you get into that area. That is going through the practical hands-on route. And if you want specifically build the skill sets before going to any firm or start your own firm. You need to focus on specialized skills in nanotechnology and focus on what are the additional courses you can enroll to gain that particular expertise. See, for example, there are like ME programs offered in CIT where they focus on specific areas. So if you have a course matching your aspirations, you check out and reach out to that professors and to see uh, how it can shape your career in that area. So different aspects. So you can chase it in a practical way by joining a company which is more into nanotechnology. So before joining, you need to do all your basic things like explore that area. You need to have some skill sets for the company to put you in that department. So basic understanding, and even if you build a simple things using that technology, it is well and good. So don't think about a successful one, but make attempt. uh, we had our batchmate who's really very good in developing new designs. You will be amazed by the way he see things and designs. It will be very simple objects, but the design aspects he can brought into picture was really mind blowing. So like that, you do start doing something in your college days, even if it is small. Try to build a small thing and to see how that will give you some practical hands-on experience. Participate in events conducted by different colleges to see what others are thinking about nanotechnology. So when we went to a paper presentation, that was the first question they asked us. So it's really nice the ideas you shared us. Have you tried building any products using this technology? So that's when that is one thing which when I got to know when we went to presentation. So it's a I'm not I should have thought about it before going, but yeah. So then only I that professor in metallurgy area, we try to he came to us after he came to know that it's a very bad thing. I should have gone to him uh, uh, and build something before going to the presentation. Yeah, that's a learning for me. So you utilize, you focus on which professor is doing which area he specializes. Try to reach out to them, participate in events. That will give you some understanding of nanotechnology. And then when you go to a company, you try to pursue a career in that area, or you go to a higher studies to build further expertise in nanotechnology. But the catch is you'll be narrowing your career opportunities to before exploring other areas, you directly going into nanotechnology. That is the catch, but both ways you can explore.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah, yes, Sachin. Hello, yeah, 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 Sachin, go ahead.
nowadays, like all the industries are giving topmost priority to pollution management, and as a
Yeah,
result, like we see top companies like Royal Enfield producing electric bikes. And if this is the case, like if all the companies are starting to produce inventions using like sustainable energy,
yeah,
as a mechanical engineer, we study more about internal combustion engines, diesel engines, all those engines. And
yeah,
like if this is the change, how could we adapt that change while
yeah,
while doing it, while studying?
yeah. It's a very good, hot trending topic. With Tesla, if you see Tesla market valuation, it is higher than all the other car manufacturers' valuation put together. That is how the world is valuing the electrical cars high. So, and there is another aspect of practical aspect. So hybrid cars are also there. where they use electric and also a combustion engine, both going hand in hand. And there is biofuels, which are less producing less emissions. So the aspect of you to when in college they taught about internal combustion engine, so it's basically to help you to understand the idea and how it evolved. So maybe we need to focus more on the latest technologies, like how Tesla is building its car and what are the aspects they are using. Maybe it's what we need to explore. um, and and the pollution, when you talk about pollution, um, so in every aspect now, like every country is also planning they should have a zero emission. It's at a country level, everybody is planning now. So given that it's a zero emission means they will balance. It's like a more utilitarian approach where you if you produce this much emission, how you are going to compensate with activities to bring down that emission, like more green solutions or more trees, like that. So the world is going towards electric, no doubt in that, but hybrid is more practical. That's my view. It's the if you check electric, how much self-driving cars also coming to picture. That also another aspect we need to see how much we are covering about this self-driving cars. So so you get the basic from what we get from the engineering studies, but even though they are going in electric area, doesn't mean that it will be a single switch. One day you are completely an industrial internal combustion, and next day it will be electric. There is advantage of electric, but there is a disadvantage of electrical cars also. So if your fuel is more efficient or less, if you're able to control your emission, then that is also preferred. So if you see end of the day, it's all, if you calculate how much it goes into, how much pollution it is creating when you generate electricity, you need to if you see the end product car, electric car is not producing any emission, that is fine. So how they are going to get that electricity? What are the ways? Wind energy, can we depend on wind energy for continuously all through the year? No. How about solar? Solar is promising, but how much, what level it can support for daily usage across the world? So there is a practical aspect also. So if you see the end product, it may look it's not producing any emission, but how much emission goes into producing electricity? Still, coal is the cheapest option to produce electricity, even though they are the most polluting industry. But still, practically speaking, coal is the cheapest way to produce energy. That's no replacement for that. Then they're exploring nuclear, but how to handle the nuclear waste also coming into picture. So don't think I'm learning about internal combustion engine, but the market is asking for electrical cars. But you understand uh, how what is a good thing about industrial internal combustion engines, and what are the good thing about electrical engine. So there's you build that additional skill. If you are not getting something you are expecting, then it's up to us. So it's on, the ownership is on you to build that additional things which you need to learn more about electrical cars, and to see how you can uh, come out with the best product. Still, I will not say electrical car is better than the traditional cars. If they have not proved it, the more fancy, maybe there are more people started buying, maybe like a status symbol, or like a they are thinking it's less emission, but still the best product is still not yet hit the market. That's where, as an engineer, we come into picture. We need to shape the future, how it is going to be. It's not a this or that. It may be a combination. We need to come up with that innovation to see how effectively we can do that.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Thanks. Okay. So also maybe a piece of word from how you want to fund your companies when you and if you are trying to start your own ventures. So start small, and there are options like you can take debt and also equity. So once you have your idea, you can present it to different venture capitalists, and there are many even high net worth individuals who are individually investing in companies. So all just you need is an very good idea, and also be protective of your idea. So you need to apply for patent and build some exposure in that area also. How to do IP, intellectual property, how you create it, how to enroll them, and how to protect your idea, and then how you can pitch those ideas to get the funds from different sources of finance. There are so you will not. India is like the now hotbed for trying different ideas and different products. So many investors are coming into India to see what are the new innovations we can do. It's like an open market when compared to like China. It's like more closed, and there's not much transparency there. Now with COVID, everyone realized what are the issues with having a single country as a supply chain for the entire world. So the shift is going to change, and more already many manufacturing units shifted trying to have a base in India. So have all that in mind. So even you can start as a single, simple one product supplier for this big manufacturing units, and then you can build your company. And that is just have those ideas also in your mind when you think about future. And another thing is about the platforms which you have to sell your product. Even think about Amazon as a platform, Flipkart as a platform to directly reach out to consumers. See, a simple product, we still don't have a machine which works effectively in keeping the mosquitoes away from our home. So simple things, or a home, the things which a person can use in their home, as how to convert the solar energy. Still, that solar cells are very, it's not that cheap to for consumption for daily everyday usage, like a computer which transformed the industry for personal use. If you are trying to do a personal product, you have the platforms readily available to sell the products. Amazon and Flipkart, you can enroll there as a they will give the platform, and you can, they have their delivery network to deliver to any part in India. So think in that aspect also. If you are trying about some end product, end consumer products rather than a B2B product. So if you are want to focus from direct consumer B2C, then you use those platforms, and you have finance availability. Is all you need is your idea and your dedication to build your own company. Just don't stop with a job offer, or don't restrict yourself. At least try a startup. It will give you a very good knowledge and practical world experience. Real world experience you will get only when you start when you work in a startup, or when you start your own firm. So you'll really know how the market works, how the people see your product, the practical challenges you'll come to know when you hit the ground. And you go to each when we go and pitch to a different financiers, then you'll be questioned. N number of questions will come at you. Then only you will make your product more robust. So, and you'll get more insights. Even if you work for a year, the insights you get from a startup is humongous, and it will be nowhere compared to the experience you get from big companies and big brands. So have that also in mind. So when you are young, that is the best time to start, and it's okay to if we fail, but the knowledge you gain from a startup is immense. Don't shy away from trying a new product or hitting the market with your product. Yeah, that's one
Sir,
thing. Yeah, Sachin.
sir, you experienced many engineers in your life. In your point of view, is engineering Indian engineers are more talented or foreigners are more talented?
See, so it's a, it depends, is what I will say. So, see, we are good, really good in engineering, so no doubt on that. And there are, see, what I will feel is where we lack is the intent to go ahead and build our own things. That's where I feel the Western worlds are ahead of us in many areas. See, the amount of risk they take, the things they will want to build, even though their understanding may not be good, they will try to build, they will try to hit the market with their product. So that is what we are missing. So we are really good in engineering, we are very good in producing products, and we are very good in service industry, but that to start our own, to innovate, to disrupt the market, those aspects I feel we are even I lack. I really a risk averse person. I really think a lot before taking any decision, maybe because of the background how we came up. Like if you are, so when how good financially we are, it shapes how risk averse or risk taking in the individual. So that is very important aspect. So now uh, the financial aspects, when things settles down, when I think now as a country we are better placed than how we are a couple of decades ago. So we have a lot of opportunities now. So opportunities are a lot. It's all up to us to go and get it. So don't think about joining a company. Think about starting your own company, and think about what products you can do. That is where really we are lacking. As an engineer, we never lack when you compare to any country individuals, but where we lack is the intent to build our own things and deliver it to the market. So the products what Indian need only we can understand. The Western people will never know why they need a mosquito repellent or mosquito, the one which keeps the mosquitoes away, because there is no mosquitoes, not much here, because the weather is like that. It's very cold here. They cannot survive here. So India specific problems we can only address. So think about products for our customers, and that's where we need to grow a lot. Is what I feel. It's my personal opinion. I'll. There will be there's huge debates. This is my personal opinion.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So for becoming an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
it is very important to have a good financial background, I think. What do you think about this, sir?
Financial. See, that's what. So it's a difficult one. Practically speaking, when you have a family to support, so you need to make sure you have some financial stability before you venture into entrepreneurship. So it's up to a personal choice. So and also there is that age and energy and dependencies are very less when you come out of a college. When you will have less financial stability, also the less dependency when you come out of college. You have that also in your decision. If you're talking about finance for your company, that's what I said. There are now a lot of opportunities available. There are, if you are talking about, you are the one who asked about the pollution, right? Sustainable investments. There are companies which are focusing on startups which are trying to reduce the emission, which are creating an impact to the society, helping people from economically like not very well versed background. So there are investors. Even ICICI, the big corporates, they are releasing mutual funds which are focusing on investments in such small firms which are creating impacts in environmentally or society level. So, so you just need an idea, is what I feel, and you need to protect your idea. That's another aspect. But when you come out of college, you may not have the finance to start a company, but start small. You have so many investors. I saw a graduate in Mumbai who's coming to reaching out to venture capitalists with his idea. He just had his backpack and I will say one book with his idea. It was really, as he was really very good, inspirational. So he don't have a company, running company. What he had is his own idea, and he patented it. It's very mature of him, just a college graduate, to have an idea and have it patented. And then he started to pitch to different financiers in Mumbai. So think only like you need to have an idea. So have that in mind. Finance, you may get soon, or you may get it after a couple of years, but it's a challenging one, but you will get it. So India being a lot of people trying, a lot of investors are ready to invest in small firms. So all you need is an idea. So even I think I heard Tata invested heavily in a Coimbatore-based startup which focused on electric bikes. It's a old news, but that news I want to highlight here. So Coimbatore is known for manufacturing. Lot of in manufacturing industries are in and around Coimbatore. You explore and see what are the things there out in the market. Where is the gap? How you can, which product is really needed? Where you can differentiate other product. You have that in mind and come up with a product. If you prepare that, I will say you will definitely get a financial support from the market. There are a lot of opportunities available. There is crowdfunding also available. What people are doing is they are giving that idea in and asking people, the common people. If you are not getting from finance, from traditional mechanism, if you're not getting from the banks which are not trusting you, go to the crowdfunding for your idea. So all you need is your idea, and you need to reach out to different people with your different platforms available. So all of you first create, maybe you may be already there, but for those who don't have, create LinkedIn profile and explore what different entrepreneurs are doing, or different corporate leaders are, how they build their careers. If you go to each one of their profiles, you'll come to know what are the things they have done in their career. So for those who don't have LinkedIn or who are not effectively using, enroll and follow the persons or people who are in the areas like how you are, like a nanotechnology, or who is in or robots, using robots in robotics in healthcare. So follow those people. You try get the insights and see whether you want to join them or you want to start your own. But finance, I will say you will get finance if you have a very good idea. I have seen personally, I have viewed different ideas, and we had crores to invest, but we were not getting a firm to invest. That was our biggest challenge when I was working in the startup. There were not enough firms which are creating real impact. That's where we faced the problem. So we were short of companies. That is how the reality when we had our equity fund. So reach out to different financial mechanisms. These are the things which we will not get exposure in our college, because maybe these are the practical things we need to explore. But there are options. I got better idea after my postgraduate, but you guys now with the social media and so keep your eyes open and to see how anyone is, if a startup is successful, how they funded. all will be publicly available information will be less, but that gives you a starting point to whom you can reach out to. There is a seed fund who focus on only ideas. If you have idea, they focus on investing in such companies. And there will be a next fund categories which will focus on when you reach 3 years or 5 years maturity, that funds will come into help only that kind of companies. What we focused only on companies which are older, which are running for 3 years. Even though they make profit or not, we were focusing on a company which is there for 3 years. So that for that level of investing, there are different financiers. And for a big company, you can go public to get investments from your normal consumers or people who buy shares, or from high net worth individuals who will invest in your company for a particular amount of shares. So there are options. We just need to explore. So I will say you focus on the idea and how to come up with the best idea, and you'll find a lot of people who are ready to back you. You need to protect your idea. That is more important. And finance, once you have that, you'll forget about finance. There are many people to fund. There are many entrepreneurs, many successful Indian corporate leaders who are ready to invest in India-based startups. So all you need is a very good idea.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yeah, yes.
sir, which countries offer good job for mechanical engineers, either Germany or US?
Okay. So we'll just taking India out of the picture, and then we are discussing. Okay. So Germany has very good automobile engineering sector. They are very good in IoT, and a lot of things are happening in Germany, and more open market. US traditionally been very much supportive for research and development, and for high-end technologies. Tesla, those kind of things are. If you want to see, it's more on the company. I'll say this or not that. So, which company is your interest, or which area? So, if you see, Tesla is going to start their things in India also. So, you focus on which area you want to go. That's why the country will differ. Even first explore what you have in our own country, then it's fine. So some limitations we have in our country, we are not very much focused on manufacturing as focused on service. That is the biggest gap in our economy. To be successful, I think there's a shift in focus to help manufacturing. There are a lot of push on happening in manufacturing side also. Many companies coming into India, so there are more opportunities will open up. But I will say it depends on the area where you want to go. So if you talk about, even Japan is very good in certain companies. So think even robotics, I feel, is more in Japan than in any of the German or US. So you need to consider Japan also if you think about robotics. So think about the area or specialization you like to go on, and then you choose which area you want to explore. And first try out in India, and then for the next level, maybe you can come to other countries to explore. But first see what are the opportunities we have in our own country. Then next step you try for outside market.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Okay, Sam, can we just conclude, or any more questions?
Yeah, I think we have another 15 minutes. If anyone wants to ask something, they can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm also available on LinkedIn. You can connect with me and also message me. I'll be a bit late, but I'll definitely respond if you have any doubts to take offline. And yeah, yeah. Just we'll wait for a couple of minutes for any more questions. So I see only maybe 5, 6 people asking all questions. I don't know what others are thinking. Maybe may good listeners, but yeah, they just think if you have any questions after this session also, you can reach out to me in LinkedIn and I'll try to help or share what I know. And many points, whatever I stated is from my personal experience. It may not, it's not correct also. You get perspectives from many people, reach out to different person, different professors, different corporate leaders. Then only you will get a better idea of what you want like to do or where you are. So never go by a single source of information. Always use multiple source of information before going for any decision. That's it. Yeah, we'll wait for a minute, then see.
Actually, they are all first years. So
Yeah, they have a lot of time then to plan.
Sir, what do you think about PSUs like Bell, public sector
PSUs.
units?
Yeah. PSUs. I personally try to reach out to Bell. We worked with a firm which were making parts for Bell. It offers its own challenges and also the stability which also comes with PSUs. We have one of our college mates is also with his. Um, he when we interact with him, he says the work was a bit not diverse, a bit challenging at some in initial stage, but after that he was not getting different challenges. But it's a long game when you go for PSUs. You need to. It will be more on the person. In private firms, the competition will be higher. You need to survive the market competition, market pressure. But PSUs, it will work in a different level. So nowadays they are also making PSUs public to bring in the competition element in all the PSUs also. So when everyone starts to compete, that's when more ideas and innovations they will come in, bring in. So it's all depends on the balance. It's a more stable career and like if you want to start there, you get idea and then you can move on or you can pursue. It depends on your personal choice. There are people who joined private companies and then move to PSUs in our batch. They feel it's a very good opportunity to have a much balanced life when personal and professional. So it's an individual's choice. So there are cases who went directly into PSUs, and there are cases who went to private firms and then came back to PSUs. And then there are people who joined PSUs and quit PSUs to go for higher studies and explore other opportunities outside PSUs. So it's more of what you like and how you want to pursue. But each has its own advantage. Trust me, when I went to Neyveli Lignite Corporation, I really liked the way there are communities are there. The social element is really fantastic. So how people from different corners of the state and country are coming together and living as a community. You'll be really amazed to see the communities there and the facilities you get, which you can never imagine in city life. So it's all have its plus and negative. So just have that in mind. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Thank you, Sachin. Okay. So Sam, still they'll be in a separate hostel, right? In first year, they're still there, or
Yeah, actually, but due to this pandemic situation, they are all still at home. We have
okay, fine.
only for the final years right now.
Okay,
So only the final year students that too. Most of the students in our department have turned up.
okay.
Other departments they are yet to come.
Good. So more time for the students before they join.
Yes. But unlike our days, this the AICT and people they are expecting more from the institution, from the student side also. Like they have to go for paper presentation, they have to attend
Okay,
conferences, and opportunities are also given for everyone.
okay.
Uh, Even on the entrepreneurship side also, so many fund is being given.
Oh, that's good. See,
So
these are the things I was not aware. Yeah, then that is the that's just that financial stability part. See, entrepreneurs, there are institutes which are providing them salary to do entrepreneurship. See, that much support institutes are doing nowadays. Yeah, it's really good.
but the concept should be good. The idea
Yeah,
should be.
yeah, that's
So we are trying to inculcate on all that, but when we speak about it, they think differently. So if an alumni, though myself I'm an alumni, when I see they just see it as a staff speaking. So when people like you talk to them, then they will have a feel of okay, our senior has done like that, so maybe we can also go in that same path. So they'll have a feel of it. So we thought, so we are just planning on bringing more alumni contact
yeah,
and have interaction with them.
yeah, that's a good idea actually. So in first year we never had such opportunities. It's really you guys are really blessed to have such opportunities in first year itself to widen your perspectives and give more you can make an informed decision when you are after completing your studies. It's really good, Sam, to hear the different initiatives.
Manoj, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there, sir.
Manoj is our secretary of the Mechanical Engineering Association. We are
Okay.
formally inaugurating it coming Friday, which is on 8th. So
Okay.
Manoj, if you want to ask something, you can ask Sabari.
Okay, sir.
Hi,
Okay,
hi,
sir.
Manoj.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, hi, Manoj. Good evening.
Sir, this is Manoj Kumar. I'm currently pursuing my 4th year.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm having an idea of pursuing Master of Engineering in Canada, sir.
Oh, good.
Yes, sir. That's I'm planning for my IELTS examination.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to. Can I know the scope of industrial engineering in Canada, sir? Because I'm planning for industrial engineering in masters.
Okay. Canada. See, Canada. My perspective is I'm not sure how the industries are. See, I am currently in service industry. I can see there are good level of research going on in Canada. Many companies are coming up in research space. Even small startups, they are very supportive of people from different culture. So in artificial intelligence, especially,
Okay.
whatever references I see, it is many of them are now coming from Canada. What used to be American when we were doing college, now it's like Canada is doing a lot in research and latest technology. So yeah, but you will face challenges. It's again the social connects is what going to differentiate your where you going to work after your studies.
Okay, sir.
So yeah, all the best, and make sure you make a lot of connects during your studies, and that's what going to really help in a foreign country.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And your talk was so informative, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Sure. Happy to help.
Thank you, sir.
So you finalized on your college, or after your
Sir,
score you
I'm checking through my colleges, sir. I'm mainly focusing on Manitoba and Concordia University, sir. Mainly, I'm focusing on Ontario province.
Ontario? Okay.
Yeah.
British Columbia has better weather, I guess. Yeah. Your topmost challenge will be weather.
Yes, sir. It's very well.
Yeah.
It will be less than -5 or -10, hope so, sir, in winters.
Yeah, I heard even lesser than that. So yeah, but your challenge will be focusing on how products will work at such a low temperature. So yeah, there definitely there will be more scope to designing products which works in
Yes, sir.
such extreme weather condition.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your advice.
So thank you, Manoj. Yeah.
Thank you.
Karthikeyan sir? Karthikeyan sir, any final remarks you want to add up?
Yes, I think we have to close the session, and I'm very happy that all the students were interactive. Most of the students were interactive, and I think we can conclude, Sam sir and Sarath sir. Sabari sir, once again, thank you for your contribution to this session, sir.
Sure. Thanks, Karthik sir, Sam sir, for giving me this opportunity. Really happy to connect with the students. Made my day. I'll be happy. I will be the happy person to interact with all you students, and a lot of questions, good questions. Good. They are having really good perspectives and views. So thanks for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sabari sir, and thank you for the students for their effective communication and participation in this session. Thank you, Sam Solomon sir, for organizing such a wonderful session with your friend and alumnus of our CIT, Mr. Sabari. Thank you once again, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Karthikeyan.
So thanks, Sam, for reaching out to me
Yeah.
and making this session possible. Hope you all have a nice year and a lot of learnings.
Sure. Thanks a lot, Sabari. And
Thank you.
thank you all students. Hope this session has been very informative to all of you. So apart from whatever questions you have raised, so just like Sabari has told, so you can reach out to him through LinkedIn. So you can ask your questions. So he has got vast experience even in startups. He has got his own experience. So some of the students here, they want to become entrepreneurs. So the very first day when I communicated with them, some of them have their own plans. So those guys you can also further communicate with Sabari. And any
Yes,
questions,
really.
so any questions you have got, you can communicate with him. And thanks a lot, Sabari. Thanks for spending your time with us. And hope this year is good and safe to all of us.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks, thanks, students, for joining this session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, Sabari. So we will formally close the session. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.